Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. Welcome to another edition of Kerbal Space Program Insane Rockets Division. As always, I'm your Chief Engineer Thor, sitting in front of a brand new microphone today. Yay! Going to make my life much easier and your ears much happier. Without further ado and any more blah blah about the microphone and goodies and technology, I think I've worked it out. We're going to start off with the Rocketron today. This is a plane that I have built and flown a little bit, and by flown I mean but we're going to get this thing to work. This is designed to be a space plane, possibly orbital, I would like to hope. Let's get right out there and fly it. Hope you all are doing well. Currently in Florida it is raining. Anybody know about Debbie? Debbie's right outside. Say hi to Debbie, everybody. Hi, Debbie. Throttles up. Computer controls, ever so important. Engine ignition. I have been messing around. I want to how do I put it? Feature how good the graphics are on Kerbal Space Program. I mean, the idea that you can get this close to a surface, pretty amazing. Microsoft Flight, eat your heart out. And I can read the label. Danger, kerosene fuel. Oops, oh, that's trouble. Should have been paying attention to the plane, but that's okay. It's Kerbal Space Program. Restart flight. This time I will pay attention, and we will focus on the graphics after I get it into the air, hopefully. Throttles up. Computer controls on. Fire those jet engines up. Spin them up. Give me some power. I don't know, I guess those of you all who play the game, I'm going to agree with Kurt in that space planes are hard. It has really been giving me fits. Like many of you, my planes like to do backflips. Oh yes, backflips. Getting to the end of the runway, getting ready for some liftoff maybe. Come on, get up in the air. Come on, come on, baby, come on, come on. Fly, fly, I tell you, fly. Don't you fly, fly. Yeah. Okay, we're flying. We're flying. Pull up, pull up. Okay, gear up. We are in the air. Excellent. Okay. Again, if you play the game, you know that airplanes are all about weight balance, or at least one of the things that you run into is weight balance. I have a fair amount of fuel tanks up front here that should be emptying. They are. I'm going to look at these back here. These are not fuel tanks. I'm trying to keep the back end lighter. What I'm doing. Excuse me. So you notice, get the nose up. There we go. And it wants to drift back down because this is heavy up here. But this will get lighter. Not too worried about that. Oh, and maybe some of you have also noticed, no cockpit. But we do have a capsule. We'll see how that works out. Let's get this thing, continue to point it up towards the sky. You can see I'm having trouble keeping that pitch up. Having these fuel tanks right here, I mean, these are gigantic and they weigh so much. Oh, it's wanting to skew over there. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, see? Yeah, it's just completely unstable. That's bad. Let's see if we can get the, oh, I need a detachment. Oh dear. Okay, that's a problem. Alright, easy. Oh dear. Oh, hang on guys. Hang on. It's gonna right itself, I promise. Right itself, right yourself. Come on, up in the air. No, don't go in the water. Nope, see, here we go. Yes, no, yes. No, possibly, no. That's a no. Oh, that's just great. Look at that. I love it. Oh, apparently those are buoyant. Anyway, let's get back to the spaceplane hangar. I will make a few adjustments, as we always do, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, and here we are. Rocketron 2. Big surprise. Let's put some more engines on it. More power, more weight in the back. Should make the front end come up a little better. We shall see. Let's take it to the launch. Runway, that sounds odd. Out to the runway. Computer controls, throttles up, spin up the turbine engines, and we're off. Oh, feel the power. Kneeling, Tomton, and Kalak. That's a little, oh, hey, it's got some wiggle. Wiggle's okay. Don't mind a little wiggle. And getting the other runway ready for go. Okay. That's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, I made it worse. Imagine that. So, give me a second. I'll be right back. And we're back. Alright. You can see I've definitely done a few things here. I did add this so that they don't parachute the entire plane. We've got a little less engines in the back. We got a few more wings. As Loki will hopefully let me know. Let's see if I can think of it. Was it Phalemons? Phalemons? Well, Loki will let me know. Anyway, suggesting, you know, when in doubt, add more wings. Yes, I like your way of thinking, sir. Alright, now we need all of these engines. My staging's a little off. We need all of these firing. So let's get, no, not those. These, yes. Down here on the bottom. Those are going to work, and then that's the fail-safe. Everything else is fine. Alright, very good. Let's save that. To the runway. Success. I can feel it. More wings is good. Here we are. Computer controls. Rolling backwards. Engines on. And off we go. While we're rolling down the runway, I wanted to mention another mindcracker. Shriam is doing some Kerbal space program, So that was nice to see. I enjoy his videos. I'm going to enjoy it even more once he gets to HD, which he will. I saw that on the Minecraft Reddit. He is getting the part so he can record in HD, which is awesome. And as I commented on his... come on, pull up. Let me fly for... Come on, get up in there. Come on, fly. I said fly! Fly, baby, fly! Come on, and fly! Come on. There you go. Okay, we're up in the air. Excellent. Gear up. Very good. Still have that nose dipping. That's alright. Let's get her pointed up a bit. As I was saying... What was I saying? Shriam. Kerbal Space Program. Recording in HD. Yes. Oh, I know what I was going to say. As I commented, his British accent is so much better than mine. Oh, I try very hard at my British accent, but it'll never be as good as his, because he's actually from England, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong about that. Anyway, good on you, Shriam. Glad to see somebody else from the Minecraft server is venturing into space. Personally, I'd love to see B00 try a rocket or two, but that's probably not going to happen. Alright, so the other thing I was talking about was the graphics. I mean, the fact that you can just do this, I mean, it just, you know, it's bobbing up and down because the, you know, we're next to the plane. You get away from that engine and it'll stop bobbing up and down. Just amazing. It really, I mean, Microsoft Flight, go eat a hamburger, because this is just so much better. I mean, I know the scenery's not quite up to par yet, but whatever. I can go into space. That's all I'm saying. I mean, look, I can read right there. Right there. What's it say? Warning, moving parts. I mean, is that just awesome or what? I think it's awesome. I love it. Still a big fan of Kerbal Space Program. As you guys know, I've said before, like we ended with Season 1, if I get bored with it, I'm not going to just make videos to make videos. This isn't about me becoming a YouTuber or any of that gobbledy whatever. I think it's great that that's happening. I think it's a wonderful thing. You know, internet is a more collaborative, shared community experience. I think is wonderful. But for me, I just do this for fun. I don't expect this to lead to anything. When things, the situation where I am change and I get to go back to my old life, that's what I will do. And I will be working all the time and probably will not have time to do this anymore. But as it is, I do, and I enjoy it. This is the perfect game for WatchNASATV.com. WatchNASATV.com. Yeah, and I know that website isn't up anymore. I just got tired of paying $70 a year for, you know, a couple hundred people to look at it and say whatever. You know, I really put that up as a friend said put up or shut up years ago. And so all my, you know, maybe I've mentioned before, I have a degree in journalism, specialize in public relations and things of that nature. And while NASA's wonderful and I love them and they try really hard, they're a little backwards on the public relations efforts. I really think they could do a lot more, and I wish they would pay attention to me, but I'm just a little guy, and as I don't know, many of you, some of you, anybody, I don't know. Which run up against is we like it just fine the way it is, thank you very much. Which is okay, it's fine, they are getting better. But a perfect example is what I've seen recently, kurtjmac's 40% video was a game that NASA designed called Moonbase Alpha? I think that's it, Moonbase Alpha. It's a free game. You can get it on Steam. I had no idea. I'm a space fan, and how did I not know about this game? I mean, that should be on. I mean, it's good. It's good. I mean, it's not, you know, it ain't Kerbal Space Program, but it's cool. I mean, the graphics are good. You're on the moon doing stuff, and you can bring your friends along. And I didn't know about this. Wait, what? Should be on the homepage. And furthermore, let's do one for Mars. That's what I'm talking about. So enough of that. We are getting a little bit higher. This thing is just not wanting to go up as much as I would like it to. I may edit some of this out. In fact, I will. I'm going to shut up now and just get her up a little higher, and then we'll try a firing of the rocket engines. Trust me, it's not going to go well. Here we are. We're still climbing. I'm holding down the W key. Is it the W? No. The S key. Sorry. Holding down the S key. Still nicely zoomed in on a beautiful aircraft. The modeling is just spectacular. Pretty soon this will be a real view. Maybe you all are keeping up with the forums. The next update we're going to have some inside views, which will be fun. Spin around back here. We are climbing nicely. I mean, just look at that. The lighting effects. I mean, the way the sun is coming off. It's great for a simple. Well, I call it a simple program. I mean, compared to the, you know, whatever, the 4 gigs you download for Battlefield 3 or whatever that, you know, I mean, this thing is tiny. And yet here it is. Work of art. Oh, I've run out of goodness on that. I've noticed that if I throttle the engines down, it'll allow me to continue climbing. A little weird, but that's how it's working. I am still draining fuel. Oh good, that one's out, so we're getting lighter in the front. That should be helping. Oh, I know. I also wanted to talk about, if you haven't seen Shriam's video, he gets a what would we call it, an honorary membership, an honorary position at Insane Rockets Division. His lunar lander / rover it's crazy. It's nuts, man. He's got landing legs, and then like this part, the tube part, has landing gear on all sides. So he literally has to break the lander to get the rover going. It was cool. I liked it. I thought it was completely insane. I approve wholeheartedly. Alright, I'm running out of goodness again. Come on, lift up. We're only at 4,800 meters. We're just going to be firing the rocket engines anyway here pretty soon. And then the second video Shriam put out, he did like a shuttle type deal and used these canards as tail fins, which awesome. And because of symmetry, he's got like a landing gear sticking out the top of the thing. This is like a kind of vertical stabilizer. Yeah, I like it. You go, Shriam. So here we go. I make, again, it depends on how long and what kind of crashes we get, whether this will be included or not, but I hope so. We are still climbing, just barely. I'm going to need to fire these rockets and just have at it. I'm pretty sure it's not going to go well. So, Kursky, Filfred, and Gensby. I think they're just taking pieces of names out of a hat and putting them together. But anyway, are we ready? Oh, and I have a pop pop filter now. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud. Pop. You can't hear any. No more of that popping and anyway, I love my new microphone. You ready? Here we go. Firing the rocket engines. Let's throttle up. And that is going to give me enough thrust to point her at the sky. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave the jet engines on for now. I have found with other planes that if I turn those off, things go very, very badly, and we don't want them to go very, very badly. It is fun when they do, but it is not my desire. I don't intentionally crash things. Well, I do, but not on camera. This is working good. We got a nice climb rate. Got 3 tanks of fuel on each of these, so we should get it up there pretty good. The question becomes, will I have any control once we get into the thinner part of the atmosphere? And I'm afraid the answer is going to be no, not really. Get on up the hill. So yes, lunar base, I almost said mooner. Moon base alpha. I am going to be getting that and checking it out. That might be something we could do co-op. Some of you guys, I think it's Jackson Steinborn. He's been communicating with me about getting together on something. And oh, see, there we go. It's like it just pops. You reach a certain place in the atmosphere, and oh, sorry, no more control. Sorry. Yeah, that's a problem. Throttle down. Zoom away from it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's get the guys away from this thing. Call it a day. I love Kerbal Space Program. Isn't that cool? Just watching that thing go away. Pieces flying off of it. Yeah, I'll pop their parachute eventually. They seem awfully calm about it. Falling towards the... I almost said the Earth. Falling towards Kerbal at breakneck speeds, yet... Oh, now they're starting to freak out a little. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, pop parachute. That'll make them feel better. There it goes. Oh, and bye-bye. Bye and bye. Whee. All right, I'm going to cut it here, and we'll do a few things to it and see if I can make it fly a little better. Welcome back. Here we are, Rocketron 4. I have added computer controls to these engines. Computer controls, advanced SAS to the rockets. I'm hoping that is going to give me the ability to control this thing once we get up out of the atmosphere. Let's head out to the launch runway. I keep doing that. Let's head out to the runway. Yes. Did I save it? Probably. Here we are on the runway. Oh, I wanted to show you all something that I do once in a while. This is fun. Let's get the throttles up. Computer controls. I'm going to hold the brake like they would with a normal aircraft and get the engines up to speed before you let off the brake. I've had some interesting results with this. We'll see if it does it this time. It seems okay this time. And off we go. Hey, hey. Pretty cool. Working it on out. The last time I flew on an actual airplane, it was one of these little MD-80s from down here. Old plane. I always sit, I like to pick my seat. I always sit right behind the wing so I can see the control surfaces, and with the MD-80s, the engines are behind me. They're on the tail. Let me try and take off. Ooh, good. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's a little bumpy. A little bumpy. Restart that flight. It seems to restart okay with the planes. That was a bit of an issue with the rockets. Maybe it's not anymore. Throttles up. Headed on down the runway. So as I was saying, I always pick my seat to be behind the wing And in the case of an MD-80, MD-90 in front of the engines, which are back and to the left. The last time I flew, it was a fully loaded. Most of the time, these planes, when I've flown on them, they're not. But the last time I flew, it was fully loaded, so full of luggage, full of people, and the pilot held the engines at the beginning of takeoff. Ooh, good, don't fall apart. Come on, take off. Up in the air. Up and away. Up and away. Up and away. Up and away. Come on. There we go. Up and away. I said up and away. Up and away. Whoa, this is really unstable. Really, really unstable. The nose is definitely heavier. Oh, I needed it to be lighter, don't I? Wow, this is really, really unstable. I think those advanced SAS are really heavy up front there. That's a problem. I am not having any luck controlling this thing. So as we get ready to crash, let me finish that little dealie, which was, so he had the engines, actually it was she, maxed for what seemed like forever sitting on the end of the runway. I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be a problem. And as soon as I had that thought, off we went. And then upon landing, and this was a first for me, I always pay attention. You know, you can judge your pilot by how well they land the plane. Whoa. This is really sketchy. Why am I getting in? Why are the rocket engines not firing? Pushing spacebar. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, it likes flying with the rocket engines. I'm just going to leave it there. Computer controls are doing a nice job. So, landing. It was well, low cloud deck, first of all. And coming in, there was a lot of throttle up, throttle back, throttle up, throttle back, throttle up, throttle back. She set it down nicely, engaged the thrust reversers, and then disengaged them, and it felt like a car that had just hit a sheet of ice. We were still cooking along, and she had to engage the thrust reversers a second time. Now, that was a first for me. I've never been on an airplane where they engaged the thrust reversers twice. But again, you know, I give them benefit of the doubt. It was because the plane was fully loaded and very, very heavy. Normally, you know, the way those planes are, one set of thrust reversing would have been enough, but we were still cooking. So yeah, I always love flying. So there's that little story. I've got a couple more of those. I had an aborted takeoff once. That was crazy. That was the first time ever that I felt that feeling of, I can't see out the front. What's happening? Are we going to hit something? Well, that one was quite outrageous. I don't know if any of you ever been in an aborted takeoff, but whoa. Alright, so this is working pretty good. I think this is going to be probably the end with Rocketron. We'll see how high I can get this thing to go. What kind of speed, what kind of, I don't know, ballistic trajectory. I don't see it getting into orbit. We'll find out. I have a bonus for you. I have been to Minmus. Yes, I have. And I won't be showing a whole lot of that. Just show you my little rover. I used the same rover we used. Whoa, see, there it is. It's like a pop. It's like you hit this spot, now you don't have control anymore. Oh, I never did put the gear up. Yeah. That really bothers me. I mean, I even put the advanced SAS on. See if I can catch one of these engines and turn it off. There, I turned it. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, pieces. Pieces. Come on, catch it. Catch it. Turn off. Turn off the jet engines. Turn off the jet engines. There we go. Jet engines are off. Oh, and I've ripped off the rockets. So yeah, this is gonna fall to the ground. We may turn the jet engines back on. Oh, that one's still going. Doesn't seem to be making any noise though. Oops, that's the fuel tank. Come on. That one. Activate. See if we can salvage this. Can we? Oh, that's making things worse. Oh, let's go ahead and see if it'll fly pieces off. fly it apart then. And then we'll let the Kerbals free here in a minute. So yes, Minmus. I'm going to show you all, again, I'm sorry about the poor audio quality, that's why I have a new microphone. But it's there. We try to do a little driving on Minmus, very short, and end the way we always do. Well, until we have success, but end the way, you know what I mean. So let's get the Kerbals off of here. Have a look back. Oh, where'd it go? Put out the parachute. Oh, there it goes. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry if I made you all dizzy. Chuck. Oh, we got Chuck. Awesome. I'm glad I saved him. I love Chuck Yeager Kerman. Rodson and Will. Alright, well I'm going to end this here, and I'll see you on Minmus.